Hey and welcome to the 6th day of my series of learning Protoss. So this time I just want to go over PvT replay, as I'm currently searching for a proper build for PvT. I haven't found one yet, so I'm still doing whatever in PvT, which is not the greatest I think. But we are steadily improving and I face diamond players regularly. It's sooner as expected, and this one was a diamond Terran as well. And what is important in this replay just comes in the later part of the game, so I just shortened the early game a bit because I wanted to talk about facing something you aren't experienced with. So this Terran is going to do a weird bio tank push, which I haven't seen a lot, and that's why I fall apart a little bit and didn't know what to do because I didn't have the right response. But in this video we will see that with early scouting you can make up for a lot of lack of knowledge, I think. So when you don't know what to do exactly, but you scout it early enough, you can somewhat react to it. At least it gives you more time, obviously. And maybe it is possible for you to figure something out while the game is going on. And this leads to further improvement and better game sense in general, I think. But let's recap what happened so far in this game. So I went for gateway into Nexus into Cybercore and went with a probe scout to scout the Terran, as my Terran build is more of a reactive style, as I don't have a proper build yet to dictate the pace of the game. So I just have to react to what I'm seeing. In this particular game I got really lucky with my probe scout, as I think I kept it in his base up until minute 4 and got even the SAV that built the natural. So this was probably the best probe scout I had in all those games I played as Protoss so far. It pretty much saw everything from when the CC goes down, as well as the factory with the attached tech lab, as well as the starport and the unit composition, which contained a tank, a marine and a marauder, which threw me off a little bit as I didn't know what I was to expect. Was it a tank drop or was it a straight up push? So I kept my units fairly defensive, even though I got a third base, but I was ready to cancel it if needed. For unit composition I went for a lot of stalkers with blink, as I thought this would be the best reaction to tank drops. And from there on out I just wait for my opponent to make his first move, which is this weird marauder drop, which is defended pretty easily, but it didn't give me a better understanding of what is happening in the game, as I expected this to be the tank drop. But at least now I thought that tank drop is no option anymore, and that his tank must be either purely for defense or that he has to include one tank at least, or more tanks into a frontal attack. As I'm preparing for this probably incoming frontal attack, I add some additional gateways, charge and a Templar's Archive, as I need some form of AoE damage against Terran, and I favor Stormer over Disruptors, as Terran Bio is just too mobile for Disruptor shots, so I think Storm is the better choice. Yeah, and from there on out I just start unit production at the front, get some Archons, add some Adepts, as I don't know how heavy he goes on Marines and how many Marauder will be in his attack. So just try to get a healthy mix of units. Now as he shows up at my doorstep, I finally see his unit composition, which in retrospective was probably a big mistake, as I should have had more observers and had those earlier, that I could scout him before he shows up at my base. But I got enough units to defend his attack, and we got a little bit of a back and forth going, where he gets a good position. I engage into this position. I don't know if this was really the best choice, but I didn't want him to further fortify this position and just get reinforcements going. So I wanted to break his tanks and keep the tank count low. Therefore I just sacrificed my units into his army and hope that my production eventually will overcome his production. And as a contingency plan, I had a mothership core and then 3 pylons at my third base to fall back on. A big mistake I'm making here is not to spending my money efficiently, as I'm floating above 1,000 minerals a time in the bank. That could be spent into more production, as either more gateways or even a Stargate may be good in this situation, as he is heavily into marauders and tanks, which don't shoot up obviously, so a void race probably would be a really good addition into this army. Or, as I said, additional gateways, as charge lots seem to deal with this army pretty good. So additional unit production in gateways would be nice as well. Either way, after some back and forth and mostly me falling back to get additional charge slots, I managed to break through his frontal attack and push him back, and also try to go to the offensive, which is mostly to the superior economy I established. As you can see in the top left, I got 70 workers and he has 45 or something like this. Yeah, and from there on out I just managed to push through and in the end close out the game, mostly through sticking to somewhat of a standard build that can deal with a variety of builds your opponent can throw at you. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and maybe see you in the next video.